What if I told you that quitting sugar doesn't just change your diet, but changes how your brain experiences pleasure, how your body stores fat, and how your energy is produced at a cellular level? Sugar cravings are not about willpower, they are biological. When added sugar is removed, the body enters a predictable 30-day process of withdrawal, adaptation, and recovery. This is exactly what happens, day by day, when you quit sugar. Day 1. The process begins with motivation, but also internal confusion. Hunger signals feel stronger than usual, even after eating enough food. Many people experience a hollow or unsatisfied sensation in the stomach. This occurs because insulin levels start stabilizing, and the brain is no longer receiving its usual dopamine reward from sugar. The body is not lacking calories, it is missing stimulation. Day 2. Headaches and mood changes often appear. This phase is commonly described as a sugar hangover. Dopamine levels drop sharply, and the brain interprets this as stress. Focus may decrease, and irritability increases. This reaction is chemical, not psychological weakness. Day 3. Physical withdrawal usually peaks. Energy levels feel low, patience wears thin, and brain fog becomes noticeable. Cravings intensify, especially in the evening. Despite the discomfort, insulin spikes have now dropped significantly. Water retention decreases, and inflammation begins to fall. Day 4. The worst physical symptoms start to fade. Headaches lessen or disappear, but fatigue often remains. The body is learning to shift from fast glucose to fat and complex carbohydrates for fuel, which temporarily lowers energy. Day 5. Sleep patterns begin to change. Falling asleep may take longer, but nighttime awakenings usually decrease. Blood sugar levels are stabilizing, allowing the nervous system to slowly recalibrate. Day 6. Energy levels begin to even out. The familiar mid-afternoon crash becomes less intense or disappears entirely. Hunger feels more controlled, and cravings are now driven mostly by habit rather than physical need. Day 7. This is the first major milestone. Facial puffiness often reduces, skin redness may calm, and digestion improves. Mood stabilizes, and emotional reactions to hunger decrease. The body is no longer dependent on sugar for immediate energy regulation. Day 8. Taste buds begin to reset. Naturally sweet foods start tasting noticeably sweeter. Energy remains consistent throughout the day without reliance on sugar or constant stimulation. Day 9. Mental clarity improves. Focus sharpens, and the need for caffeine often decreases. The brain adapts to producing dopamine without sugar spikes. Day 10. The body becomes more efficient at using stored energy. Cravings weaken, and hunger cues feel more predictable and balanced. Day 11. Immune function begins improving. Without sugar interfering with nutrient absorption in immune cells, the body becomes more effective at defending itself. Day 12. Inflammation continues to drop. Skin clarity improves for many people, and joint discomfort may begin to lessen. Day 13. Energy feels stable from morning to night. Emotional regulation improves, and mood swings decrease. Day 14. Sleep quality improves significantly. Waking up feels easier and more natural. Brain fog lifts, concentration strengthens, and mental endurance increases. This is a common relapse point due to overconfidence. Day 15. Metabolic efficiency increases. Insulin sensitivity improves, allowing the body to access stored fat more easily. Day 16. Fat loss becomes more consistent, particularly around the abdomen. This is not water loss but true metabolic change. Day 17. Appetite regulation improves. Hunger no longer feels urgent or overwhelming. Day 18. Physical inflammation continues to decrease. Clothing may begin to feel looser. Day 19. Triglyceride levels often improve. Cardiovascular stress markers begin trending downward. Day 20. Joint stiffness and body aches may noticeably reduce due to lower systemic inflammation. Day 21. Deep restorative sleep becomes the norm. The body has fully adapted to stable energy production. Day 22. Psychological freedom from sugar begins. Cravings are minimal or absent. Day 23. Thoughts about dessert after meals disappear. Sugar no longer feels rewarding. Day 24. Mental endurance improves. Focus feels effortless rather than forced. Day 25. Dopamine response normalizes. Pleasure is no longer tied to sweetness. Day 26. Taste tolerance drops. High sugar foods begin to taste excessively sweet. Day 27. Energy remains stable even during stress or long work days. Day 28. Hormonal balance improves. Mood feels calm and controlled. Day 29. The body maintains steady glucose levels with ease. Day 30. The metabolic baseline reset. Reintroducing large amounts of sugar may cause nausea or headaches. Insulin sensitivity, cognitive performance, and hormonal balance are restored. The body has lost its tolerance for sugar abuse. After 30 days, inflammation decreases, energy stabilizes, skin clears, and cardiovascular health improves. Mentally, mood becomes steady, focus sharpens, and the addiction cycle is broken. This is not a trend or detox myth. It is biological recalibration. Anyone managing medical conditions such as diabetes or hypoglycemia should consult a healthcare professional before making major dietary changes. Quitting sugar is not about restriction. It is about allowing the body to function the way it was designed to, without dependency.